fitted on a shaft of the same material. So suppose here is the shaft. Shaft is just like a rod. You can wheel shift current. So if you see it from side, this is what it would look like. देखिए, okay, when you wheel लगाओगे तो wheel आम दिखता है. Clear? And you imagine what this is rod है, shaft, and you can wheel लगाओगे, and it should be fit. बराबर ना? इधर तो निकल जाएगा. So a large steel wheel is to be fitted onto a shaft of the same material. At 27 degrees Celsius, the outer diameter of the shaft is 8.7. That is arm diameter. How much is diameter? 8.7 centimeters. At what temperature? At 27 degrees Celsius. I believe this will be the reference temperature. And the diameter of the central hole of the wheel. Okay, this is the diameter of shaft. And the diameter of central hole of the wheel, the wheel I can fit current. How much is that? It is 8.69. So you can clearly see we have a problem like it was in the morning. Our wheel I can लगाना, but this wheel is smaller than the shaft. So you have two options. Either you can yield this, so it will grow, or you can cool this, so it will shrink. And then instead of heating this, you can cool this. If you cool this, what will happen? Temperature will decrease, so its size will also decrease. Come down. So here's the question: the shaft is cooled using dry ice. Dry ice means solid carbon dioxide, right? At what temperature of the shaft does the wheel slip on the shaft? Like what temperature is the fit thing, right? What should be the temperature of the shaft at which the wheel will get onto the shaft or it will fit to the and wheel motor shaft nani. Got it? Okay. Assume coefficient of linear expansion of steel and is alpha to be 1.20 into 10 raised to minus 5 per Kelvin. तो कब बढ़ते हैं? और question में आज देखा था. Do you realize it's a similar question? But instead of increasing temperature, this is about decreasing. So let's begin. This is the reference value, correct? Our reference unit. This is the reference value. So instead of this, I can also say D0, and I can say this is E0. Okay, and now finally, we have to decrease this and make it this. So let's use either of the formula. Again, we have choice. We may use this. Okay, no problem, it gives you the right. Or you can use delta D equal to D0 alpha delta D. Okay, so delta D means final temperature, final diameter minus initial. Okay, be careful. Initial error is final. So 8.69 minus 8.7. Clear or not clear? Equal D0 8.7. Reference is 8.7. Reference is 8.7. Okay. Alpha. What is alpha? 1.2 into 10 raised to minus 5. And then delta T means final temperature minus initial, which was 27 degrees. So basically we are cooling the shaft. Our shaft is a cool current. So temperature will decrease and diameter will also decrease. Understood? Confusion doesn't decrease size. Same with current. Final minus initial. But to check or to current. So this is final. Right? So that's what you have to do. So this will be happening at the temperature. That's what we do. So what do we have here? Minus 0.01 divided by 8.7 and then 1.2 and then into 10 raised to 5. So this is equal to T minus 27 degrees. So 10 raised to 3. 1000 divided by this also. કેલ્ક્યુલેટર અત્યારે નો લાવ્યો. t equal to 120 વધારે નહીં આવશે ઓછો આવશે because we have this minus sign. The left side की वैल्यू क्या है? Only left side. आ calculation minus 10 multiply करेंगे तो आवे 90. So this is minus 95 on left side. Is that what you all get? Okay, 95.8 you will have it. So, right? So therefore E equal to 27 minus 95.8. What was subtract? So minus 68.8 degree minus 68. Okay? करो चेक कर. Minus 69. They rounded it. Okay? So this is it. Right? Same as method होती है. खाली आने बदले आए तो. Right? Okay. Let's go to the next thing. Now let's talk about areal expansion. Means area expansion and volume expansion. So area expansion and volume expansion. I'm erasing it. So just like in the previous topic we were talking about length, now we are talking about area. Now to understand about area, first of all, we will understand that there will be a similar relation when it comes to the new area and the old. That is, A equal to A0 1 plus alpha A delta T. This is coefficient of area expansion, not length but area. And just like that, delta A will be equal to A0 alpha A delta T. Okay, delta A equal to A0 alpha A delta T is equal to L equal to L0 alpha delta T. Okay or not okay? Now some books or some authors write this as beta also. That is, instead of alpha A they write beta. So like alpha for length, beta for area, and then gamma for volume. You can write alpha A there, no problem. However, writing alpha A I think makes it clear that this is coefficient of expansion for area. Right? Never mind, you can write beta if you want. Okay, that's it. Now we are going to derive this. Okay, we are going to derive. Alright, and for that we are going to use the example 8.1. ये derivation है, theory का एक example जरूर. Okay, right? So example 8.1. Sorry. Chapter 8 मतलब. Not 8.1. So sorry, it's not gravitation anymore. 11.1. So show that the coefficient of area expansion, that is delta A by A upon delta T of a rectangular sheet of solid, is twice its linear expansivity. So basically this way it is asking you to prove that if you take a rectangular sheet, then its coefficient of area expansion, that is alpha A or beta, they call it, right? That is twice the linear expansion coefficient of the alpha. Did you understand this for you? Question clear first of all? Yes or no? right? We have to prove that alpha for area, that this is double that of alpha for length for a rectangular sheet. ये लोगों ये बच्चे alpha a की definition के formula है. For example, if you rearrange this, जो book में मिलेगा, alpha a will be equal to, question में लिखो जी आपसे, alpha a will be equal to delta a by a0 and then divided by delta t. Understood? Okay? They just have clarified what they are talking. આપણને તો ખબર છે, આપણે ડિસ્કશન કરી. So you know, a basic reason why it should be true, પહેલા થોડો qualitative reason. It's that if you think of some object, like let's say a sheet or plate, and you heat it, and the base side increase થાય કે નહીં length માં? Yes or no? Length will increase, breadth will increase, so obviously area should increase, right? Length and breadth both increase, so area will definitely increase. So હવે એવું જ કરવાનું છે, right? So let's see how it's going to work. There are a few ways to do it. One is to use some geometry, right? And the other is simply ignore the shapes and everything and just go by differentiate, right? Okay, let's see. પહેલા differentiation is equal to same j કઈ મગજે વાપરવું પડે. It's very simple. Have it. We know that area of any object A0, like a rectangular plate, should be equal to L0 B0, correct or not? So let's say after heating, and this is at temperature T0. If after heating, okay, by a small amount, after heating, temperature rises by a small amount. How much small amount? Well, dt. dt. Only a small change in temperature. Okay. So now, if I will try to find alpha a, again, what will be alpha a? Alpha a is equal to what? Delta a by a0, like that. So for a small change you don't really write delta. Does it make sense? Yes or no? dA by a0 dt. Did you understand or not clear? Here, what is alpha a? Delta a by a0 delta t. But for small changes, instead of delta t we write dt. Not only that, if the temperature change is small, then the change of area will not be very big. That's why that's also infinitesimal. dA by dt. Understood? Okay. Now the truth is that length and breadth would be varying. Like I said, when you heat this, temperature will increase, so that will cause the length and the breadth to increase. So what are variables? I agree, area is changing, but if I ask you why is area changing, then you can say that length and breadth both are changing. Got that? Is step clear or not clear? Area equal to length into breadth. Now, you all, I'm sure, can do this easily. What to do? Put the product rule. So what's the product rule? It will give us L dB by dt plus dl by dt. Okay? Yes or no? Right? But once you take something outside of the differentiation, then you can put its value, isn't it? Yes or no? Or not clear? Yeah, you cannot put value before doing differentiation. Otherwise you get 0, because when you put the value, things become constant. Yeah, so once you do it like this, now you have L dB by dt and T dl by dt. So this L is outside of differentiation. This T is also outside of differentiation. Now we can put the values of the initial length. That is, this will be L0 and B0. That is, L is L0 and B is B0 at reference temperature. Clear? So this is in a bracket. Further, by dt, dl by dt, what proper? Let's have it. Do you agree that just like we wrote this for length, for area, this length, do you realize that similarly, I can write a relation for length as dl by L0 dt. Yes or no? સવારમાં શું લખાયું હતું delta n equal to L0 alpha delta t, and here alpha n for length. So alpha n should be equal to delta L upon L0 delta t. But if you write that in small change form, how આવે ને dl by L0 dt. Now you should understand that b that is breadth is also a kind of length. Now પડે કે નહીં? So keep that in mind and let's write the next next step. So therefore alpha a is equal to, okay, what is alpha a? L0 by a0. Do you realize that L0 by a0 means 1 by b0? L0 by a0 is 1 by b0. Clear or not clear? Okay, what's next? db by dt plus b0 by a0. What is b0 by a0? b0 by a0, 1 by l0. Clear or not clear? Okay, I hope the math is not tough way. b0 by a0 is 1 by l0. એવું કામ આપણે લાવીએ છે? I am sure you realize. હવે શું? What's this? What's this? That's also alpha. It's not alpha b, it's also alpha l. કારણ કે breadth હોય કે length હોય, બધું length જ કહેવાય. Correct or not? આમ મેળવ કરો તો breadth, આમ કરો તો length. They are both length. So that is alpha m is equal to alpha l plus alpha. Therefore alpha m is equal to 1. Understood? So here is this that you should remember. Beta is 2 times alpha, or you could remember it as alpha a is double of alpha. Can be same as say whichever symbol you choose for yourself, you can write. Clear? Okay. Now let me also cover the geometric area. Right? Kadaચ તમને differentiation એવું બધું લાગ્યું. So geometric. So that means definitely you got a fact about this rectangle. Okay. So let's start. So suppose original length is L0, original breadth is B0. So this area is L0. Now because of increase in temperature, let's say length increases by this amount, okay, which is again small, and breadth increases by this amount. So the new area of rectangle is, this was A0, correct or not, plus let's say A1, A2 and A3. This is delta L, this is delta D. Clear what we have done so far? You know sometimes, suppose its length થોડી increase and its breadth increase. So now original area is 0, but now we have 3 more areas to add. We have 3 more areas. So have a look here. So we can see that delta A is equal to A1 plus A2 plus A3. Do you agree with this or not here? Delta X is what? Increase in area or change in area. Original area is also A0. What is the added area or new increased area? A1 છે, આ બાજુ A2 છે, A3. Clear? Simple to understand? Okay. Let's find these values. A1, how easy? Do you agree A1 is delta L into B0? Rectangle is A1. Do you agree that A2 is delta B into L0? clear so far? Now what is A3? A3 is delta L into delta B. Right? A3 is delta L into delta. Now this is where I don't like this method. It's not like it's wrong or something. Here we are forced to make this assumption, and it's reasonable also. Is that the change in length, that is delta L, and change in breadth, that is delta B, okay, delta B, are both small. Therefore, delta L into delta B is negligible. What do I mean to say? Is that L0 would be quite big, B0 would be quite big, and delta L and delta B are going to be small. So when you are going to multiply two very small things, the result will be very, very small. That is, we are going to neglect. Number. Suppose length 100 cm and breadth 50 cm and બે 1 increase થઈ જાય તો આવું આવે. Do you agree? Delta L1 into B0 50 એટલે delta B1 50 અને અહીંયા 1 into. So do you realize that compared to the first two terms, 100, 50, third one is negligible. Very good. Agreed? Okay. So, keeping all that in mind, we can say that delta A is actually just equal to delta L B0 plus delta B L. હવે આ formula લાવવાની છે. So, I am going to simply put delta A's value. What is that? A0 alpha A delta T. Now instead of delta L, I will put that relation. Did you understand this first term? Instead of delta L, I am using the formula. Okay? Clear? L0 alpha L delta T is delta. What to delta L? પછી એ નામ કરો. So what should I write? E0 alpha L delta T and then into 0. So what's common on the right hand side? What's common on the right hand side? L0 common. બે માં છે ને અહીંયા. What else? Delta T also common. Alpha L common. B0 also common. બધું same જ છે ને, that is double. So that is 2 times L0 B0 alpha L delta T. And left side માં A0 alpha A delta T. What's cancelled then? What's cancelled? Delta T cancelled. પછી A0 is cancelled with L0 B0. You don't realize that means what? Alpha A equal to 2 alpha L. What if this is the other method? But like I said, this method uses geometry. અને પહેલા કહ્યું તો એમાં ખાલી ડિફરન્શિએશન કરી ને વેલ્યુ મૂકી દો એટલે right. It's really your choice how you want to do. બે મેથડ બહુ જાજો ફરક નથી. Right? તો લઈ લઈએ. હવે આવું ને આવું વોલ્યુમ. So let me write that also. So area expansion done. So time for volume expansion. Again, all these we are talking about solids only. This is volume expansion of solids. So that will be delta V. So V equal to V0 1 plus alpha V into delta T or T minus T. Okay? And conversely delta V equal to V0 into alpha v delta. Again, some books, including your textbook, write gamma. Okay, and by similar proofs, you have this. That is gamma equal to 3 alpha. Okay, they will number 2 is gamma 3. Right? You can prove it, it's fine. And a method. So we have gamma equal to 3 alpha L or alpha B equal to 3 alpha. And alpha L for linear, which is alpha B, alpha A and alpha L. 1, 2, 3 in the a word of warning though. Alpha A equal to 2 alpha L, alpha B equal to 3 alpha L. These are valid only for homogeneous and isotropic solutes. Never mind. So what is meaning of this? These relate saying that these are valid for homogeneous and isotropic solids. Okay? Homogeneous तो कवर है, same everywhere. Okay? And isotropic means they are not having any difference between directions. If you recall the rectangle case, alpha L is valid for length. Okay, so we write dl by L0 dt. If dB by V0 dt, this also we used to write as alpha. So what this means is, on one axis of length and on the other axis of breadth, in both the directions the value of alpha is same. Isotropic. Isotropic means there is no preferred direction, or what that means is all directions behave equivalently or identically. All directions behave identically. એમાં કઈ પ્રોપર્ટીઝ માં ફરક પડે નહીં. That is what is called isotropic. હવે સપોઝ અલગ હોય તો what if it's non-isotropic or anisotropic? Okay, the word for that is anisotropic. What will happen for anisotropic? It's only going to be used for derivatives. એક બે વખત એવો anisotropic નો ક્વેશ્ચન આવ્યો. So suppose that we have got a cuboid. Okay, cuboid સમજ પડે ને? Okay, and on the three axes x, y, and z, let's say this is x, y, z. Okay, so on the three axes, length, breadth, height, if alpha's values are not same, alpha's values are not same, तो इसको कहेवाय anisotropic. Anisotropic के length માં property अलग છે, height માં अलग છે અને width માં अलग. Got it or not clear? What is it called? Anisotropic. But in बધી direction માં same no. Right? So in that case, I think you will be able to understand this very easily, that gamma, that is coefficient of volume expansion, will be this. It will not be 3 times, it will be alpha x plus alpha y plus alpha z. Why so? If you go and recall the steps of this, you will understand that we actually had these two terms in addition. So, બરાબર ને, પછી બે સેમ હતી ને એટલે ડબલ થઈ ગયું, 2 alpha l થઈ ગયું. Did you notice that? હવે એના બદલે સપોઝ સેમ ન હોય તો અહીં alpha l આવશે ને અહીં alpha b આવશે. એકમાં 3d માં next sense સમજાણું? એ જે ગામા 3 આવે તો બીટા માં suppose there are 2 only, then you get something like this. Clear or not clear? Okay, so this is what you have when it is not isotropic. Okay, So that's about volume expansion. Again, all this we have discussed so far for which objects? Solids. Gases નું તો આખું અલગ જ છે, તો તમને ખબર છે કેમિસ્ટ્રી માં તમારે આવે છે. Okay. So I don't think there are any more examples related to this. Yes, let's solve question 8 from exercise. Question 8 from exercise. Listen up. I need note here. This is only valid for this. And this is what's going to happen in anisotropy. That is, if the three coefficients are different in x, y, and z. તમે ક્લાસમાં પાસ આપી ને સવારે ઓકે. So now let's solve question 8 from exercise. A hole is drilled in a copper sheet. Let's say this is a copper sheet, and inside it we have made up. The diameter of the hole, complete the diameter, 4.24 centimeters. And at what temperature? At 27 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is a similar question. Next question. What is the change in diameter of the hole? So what do we have to find? Change in diameter. That is delta D. What will be the change in diameter of the hole when sheet is heated? When sheet is heated to what temperature? To 227 degrees Celsius. So this was the reference temperature or initial temperature, 27 degrees Celsius. And this was the reference. So we have to find delta T for T equal to 27 degrees Celsius. And the coefficient of linear expansion of copper is given as 1.7 into 10 raised to -5 Kelvin. Okay. Direct use of formula. Let's do it. So delta D equals D0 alpha delta T 4.2 and alpha is 1.7 which is -5. Answer will be in centimeter, right? Because D0 is in centimeter, this answer will be in centimeter. And delta T, how much is delta T? 200. Okay, just a simple question. If you subtract these, you get 200 degrees Celsius. But at the for Kelvin method, do we need to change? No. No. Correct. Because this is the temperature difference. The temperature difference Celsius now and Kelvin now. It does not make any difference. Clear or not clear? Temperature difference in Celsius and temperature difference in Kelvin is equal. They say mixture. So it is equal. So what do you get? 1.6. 1.6 into 10 raised to -5. This is in centimeter, don't forget. So if we convert it, first of all, it's going to be 0.0144 centimeter, right? Okay, or 0.144 mm. 0.144 1/4 per mm because 1 centimeter is 10 mm. Okay, if you have set back. Now we solve question 9. What is the check for the answer? Answer. Right, question 9. Come on, start reading. Exercise is at point. So, time to draw diagram here. A glass wire 1.8 meter long at 27 degrees Celsius is held taut, that is tight, with little tension. Little tension means almost no tension, very little tension. That's what they are saying. Okay, so here is a wire that is held tight between two rigid supports. Did you understand this? સવારે પેલું રોડ સમજાવ્યું હતું ને, it's different then. That was a rod, and I told you that if you hit the rod will try to expand. બરાબર? Okay. હવે વાયરમાં expand કરો તો સીધું lose જ થઈ જાય. Can you imagine what I am saying? Okay, but let's see what it says. If the wire is cooled to a temperature of -30, so from the reference temperature -37, now the temperature is made -39 degrees. So what do you think will happen when the wire is cooled down? The wire is trying to what? Increase or decrease its length? Decrease its length. But અહીંયા તો fixed છે, so decrease થાય no થાય. Why? Because as it tries to decrease its length, the rigid support over here will try to pull the wire. Sure, we got that. So 2 delta L will be same. Which 2 delta L? The one due to change of temperature and the one due to force. Sorry, expansion to give. That is, heat will try to expand this and force will try to compress it. The change in temperature means cooling will try to compress this and the force will try to expand. But in any case, delta L due to temperature change will be same as delta L due to force. But yes, truly speaking, they are negative of each other. But in value, it should be same. Clear? And एक expand करने compress. But numerically they are equal. એટલે આ 1 mm था तो આ 1 mm. But opposite. Yeah. Sure. What should we write? Delta L due to temperature. What's the formula of delta L due to change in temperature? Delta L equal to L0 alpha delta T. બરાબર ને? જો ફોર્મ્યુલા ડિરાઈવ કરી દીધો પણ મેં કીધું એવું કઈ યાદ ન રાખો તો ચાલ બેઝિક્સ થી થઈ. Now for force, what will be delta L? Use that formula related to Young's modulus. Y equal to F L0 or Fs by A delta F. We use that here. What we get? FL0 by A. Okay. Now read the question. Do we have to find force or stress or what?
What is the tension developed in the wire?
What is the tension? Tension is this force, isn't it, by which the wire is pulled. So we have to find F. But see, it's that you don't write T, because if you write T, you get confused. T for temperature લખ્યું છે અને અહીંયા પછી T for tension ઘટાડો થશે ને. So better write F. Find F. Hurry up, come on. Do this on your own. Let's see. What do you get? Length is always going to get cancelled.
શું એરિયા
ઓકે એરિયામાં ક્રોસ સેક્શનલ એરિયા આપ્યો છે હા ડાયામીટર આપ્યું છે તો એનાથી કરી નાખો ક્રોસ સેક્શનલ એરિયા ફાઇન્ડ ઇટ ફ્રોમ ડાયામીટર so what's the diameter of the wire 2 mm so radius of wire છે તો તે 1 mm તો radius આવી જાય તો એરિયા તો આવડી જશે ને ફાઇન્ડ કરતા wire is like a cylinder so cylinder no cross section area કેટલો છે pi r square બરાબર ને done calculator हाँ point पासवर्ड है in point 3 that is our 3.377 round when you write delta t so final minus initial you get delta t as negative there's nothing to worry about what that really means is the length is decreasing so it's a cover is that okay we know that the length is decreasing so you know if you want to avoid that you can already put a modulus here so we know that we are always going to get a positive value concept to each whatever change in length here due to force is the same change in length due to temperature right एक decrease करे ने increase करे काय देव तो था ये modulus મૂકી દેવાનું એટલે કે positive negative tension okay so that's about the question now let's go to number 10 a brass rod of length 50 centimeter and diameter 3 mm is joined to a steel rod of the same length and diameter. What is the change in length of the combined rod at 250 degrees Celsius if the original lengths are at 40 degrees Celsius? Now this question is not 100% clear, right? It is given that brass rod is joined to what? A steel rod. But it is not clearly given how it is joined. But you know, based on the question, we can understand how it would be. It's actually going to be end to end. In this question, end to end. What is the so this is, let's say, brass rod. Now it would then be connected with a steel rod called Q. Did you understand? So the brass rod will be connected to steel rod like this. Okay, that only then the question makes sense. Otherwise, it's not that useful. So, what the length of this? 50 centimeters. And same for steel. Is the same? And diameter for brass rod, that's given how much? 3 mm and same for here. એવું છે ને? Now what do we have to find? And both these values, all these values, they are at what temperature? 40 degrees Celsius. So you will say that this is the pressure. Now, what will be the change in length of the combined rod? So we have to find the change in length of the combined rod at what temperature? At what temperature? 250 degrees. Okay, and the values of alpha are given. Now think about it. Let's say we heat this and this becomes longer, and steel rod also becomes longer. Both become longer. Suppose this becomes longer by 1 centimeter, and this becomes longer by half centimeter. Then the total change in length will be 1.5 or 1.5. Clear? Because they are into, so immediately it should be clear that delta L should be equal to delta L of brass plus delta L of steel. Understood? So this is like solving two different questions, isn't it? And just adding it. Length I will say, diameter I will say, alpha the value I will. All you have to do with the values. Correct? Again, if you use centimeter, then final answer will be centimeter. So be careful about units. Do you realize the question would have been more interesting if the lengths would be different? Then, you know, it would be a little bit challenging. Otherwise, yes, here everything is common when you try to add. Difficult point. Now we can convert to meter or mm. Did you get the answer? You're getting it wrong? They have not individual. 2.34. What about it? That's because this is centimeter, and then 3.36 is equal to centimeter. Wait, math not the same. Does math? Okay. Delta LP will be L0. L0 is same for both sides, using only one thing. Alpha of B into delta T plus L0 alpha of S into delta T. So L0 common, what is L0? 56. Delta T common, what is delta T? 210 degrees. Now alpha B plus alpha S, what is alpha B? 2.0 into 10 raised to minus 7. plus
1.2.
1.2 into 10 raised to minus 5. Okay, so that is going to be 50 into 110 into 3.2 into 10 raised to minus 5. So that is 21 into 16 and 210 and into 120. So what do we get ultimately here? 3.00 into 10 raised to minus 5. This is in centimeter, don't forget. Right? So this is 0.336 centimeter. This is 5 points step further. Okay? So 0.34 centimeter. This is the total change in the round off and define. Does the question really say that you have to find individual lengths change? What's the question? Do you have to find delta L of steel and delta L of brass?
What is the change in length of the combined rod?
No. Okay, that's it, right? Anything else? આગળ પાછળ ક્યાંક આડો લખતા નથી લખ્યું એવું લખ્યું છે the ends of rod are free to expand એ તો મેં તમને સવારે સમજાવ્યું right if they are not free to expand બે બાજુથી ક્લેમ્પ કરો તો કંઈ થાય નહીં okay fine so this is it don't worry right okay that's enough right so we continue with these kind of questions ખાસ તો આ ફોર્મ્યુલા યાદ રાખજો તો એ ડેલ્ટા L હોય એટલે બે છે ને L equal to L0 1 plus alpha t minus t0 or delta L equal to L0 alpha delta t બે એક જ છે but generally delta L formula is easy to use અને એવી રીતે એરિયાની delta equal to A0 alpha A delta t અને એ રીતે વોલ્યુમ અને ઓલા ત્રણ રિલેશન કયા આલ્ફા બીટા અને ગામા ઓકે એટલું કરી નાખો તો આ એક થર્મલ એક્સપાન્શન ટોપિક તમારો કવર થઈ ગયો one or two more questions.